For the last problem, problem 15, we have Luca, who is starting a rock collection. He collects unusual rocks wherever he can find them. He wants to know the different rock sizes and compares their heights and weights. So this is 10 of his favorite rocks recorded below. So it says complete the line plot using Luca's data. Remember to add a title and label. So if I were writing a title, I would just, over here, I would put Luca's rock collection. And then if I were labeling it, I would put rock weights in ounces down here. And then I'm going to graph this information. So notice how my number line, it's labeled in halves, but you have to take notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts between 5 and 6. So when I'm marking 5 and 3/4, 5 and 3/4 really is going to be here, right? Because this would be 5 and 1/4. 5.5 really is equal to 5 and 2/4, 5 and 3/4, 6. So 6.5, I'm putting an X here. 7 and 1/4, again, here's 7, 7 and 1/4, 7 and 2/4, 7 and 3/4, and 8. So my 7 and 1/4 would go here. 7 and 3/4, 5.5, 8 and 1/4, 7 and 3/4 again, 5 and 1/4, 7 and 3/4 again, and 6 and 1/4. Okay. What is the most common weight of the rocks in his collection? Well, I have 7 and 3/4. That weight came up 3 times, so that would be the most common weight. What is the combined weight of the 5 heaviest rocks? That means I would be adding 8 and 1/4 plus 7 and 3/4 plus 7 and 3/4 plus 7 and 3/4. You have to add each of those because these are 3 separate rocks. Then I would add plus 7 and 1/4 plus 6 and 1/2 or 6 and 2/4. When you add those numbers together, you get an answer of 45 and 1/4. So that would be the combined weight in ounces. And then last would be what is the difference between the heaviest and lightest rocks? So my number model would be 8 and 1/4, that was my heaviest rock, minus 5 and 1/4, that was my lightest rock. And when I subtract those two numbers, I get an answer of 3 ounces.